Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Guruvayurappa Saranam. Here now we are going to see Dasaga 33 of Narayaniyam, slogas 1 to 5, which is Ambarisha Charitam. Srimad Bhagavata, Skanda 9, chapters 4.15 to 5 are condensed in this particular Dasaga. The story is Ambarisha was the son of King Nabaga. Nabaga was the son of Nabaga, the son of Vaivasudha Manu. And Ambarisha was a great devotee of Vishnu and adhered firmly to the truth. Being pleased with his devotion, Vishnu had given him Sudarshana Chakra, who worshipped Lord's Chakra with great devotion. Once Ambarisha performed the Dwadasi Vrata at Vrindavan, which required that the king must start a fast on Ekadasi day and break it at the start of Dwadasi, the next day, and feed all the people. As the moment of breaking the fast was drawing near, the mighty sage Durvasa arrived and was received with all honors by Ambarisha. Durvasa agreed to king's request to be his honored guest and asked the king to wait until he finished his bath in the Yamuna river and returned. The king started waiting, but as the auspicious moment, that is Parana Muhurtam, approached, and the king had to break his fast to fulfill the vow of the Vrata, and Durvasa did not turn up. So, on the advice of his priests, the king broke his fast by taking a little water and waited for the arrival of the sage to offer him food. Durvasa, who was well known for his short temper, felt that Ambarisha had violated the respect due to a guest by breaking fast before the guest had taken his meal, and in this rage created a demon to kill Ambarisha out of a strand of his hair, that is from his jada. Because Ambarisha was a great devotee, the Sudarshan Chakra intervened, destroyed the demon, and started chasing Durvasa himself. Durvasa went to Brahma and to Shiva for protection. Both pleaded their inability to save him. Then finally he went to Vishnu himself. Bhagavan said, "My loving devotees are my heart, and their heart is none other than me. They do not know anything except me, and I too don't know anything other than them. Listen, O great sage, I'll tell you a remedy for your torment. It is by offending Ambarisha that you have reached this state of distress. You should therefore go to him only. There is no doubt that asceticism and learning are spiritually beneficial, but when the same powers are mishandled through indiscipline, they produce contrary results. Hence, O Durvasa, I wish you all good fortune. Go and seek forgiveness of King Ambarisha, then alone you will gain peace." Thus commanded by the god himself, Durvasa returned to Ambarisha's palace and prostrated at his feet. Ambarisha felt ashamed at Durvasa's action and, with his heart overflowing with compassion, prayed aloud, "O Sudarshan Chakra, you are the protector of the whole world. I request you to protect this Brahmana too. By your splendor of Dharma, you destroyed the darkness of Adharma and protect even beings like the sun. For the sake of our entire clan, I request you to bless Durvasa. This will be your grace on us. If I have visualized God as the soul of all beings, then may the God be pleased with me and Durvasa be relieved from this distress." No sooner Ambarisha uttered this prayer than the chakra subsided and freed Durvasa, felt relieved and praised the king, bestowing on him the highest blessings. My dear king, today I have witnessed the glory of a true devotee of Bhagavan. Even though I offended you, you wished only for my welfare. For those who have tightly gripped the lotus feet of Bhagavan, there can never be a deficiency in their karma. Beloved Ambarisha, your heart is full of compassion. You have done a great favor to me. You forgave my offense and saved my life. A long time had elapsed since all this had happened, and yet King Ambarisha had not taken his food. He was waiting for Durvasa to return. Now he caught hold of Saint's feet, pleaded him, and fed him sumptuously. Durvasa said, I am very pleased with you. I feel gratified on seeing you and talking with you. This earth too will always chant your glory. By the strength of this devotion, Ambarisha became detached from all material life. In course of time, Ambarisha entrusted his kingdom to his sons, who were of the same disposition as him, and entered the forest. There he concentrated his mind wholly on the lotus feet of God and became finally attained Sayujya. This is the story which is narrated in Dasaka 33 of Narayaniyam. We will be seeing slokas 1 to 5 here. वैवस्वदाख्यमनुपुत्र नभागजाद नाभाग नामग नरेन्द्रसुदोऽम्बरीश सप्तार्णवावृत महीदैदोऽभिरेमे त्वल्सङ्गिषु त्वयिजमग्नमनः सदैव. Nabhaga was the son of Vaivaswada Manu, to whom Nabhaga was born. To him, King Ambarisha was born, who ruled the earth surrounded by the 7 seas. Yet, Ambarisha always delighted in serving God's devotees and in worshipping Vishnu wholeheartedly. त्वल्प्रीदये सकलमेव विदन्वदोऽस्य भक्तैव देव न चिरादभृदा प्रसादं येनास्य याजनमृदेऽप्यभिरक्षणार्थं चक्रं भवान् प्रविदधार सहस्रधारम्. Performing all his action in total dedication to thee, Hare, he soon gained thy grace, by virtue of which, even without his asking, thou commissioned the 1,000-pointed chakra to protect him. Sadvadashi vradamado bhavadarchanartham varsham dado madhuvane yamunobagandhe patnya samam sumanasa magadim vidanvan Pujam Dujeshu Visrujan Pashushashtigodim. In order to worship thee with his pious wife, he observed the Dwadashi fasting rites for 1 year on the banks of the Yamuna river in Madhuvana. He conducted a great puja honoring holy men and by giving away to them 60 crores of cows. Tatrada paranadine bhavadarchanande durvasasasya munina bhavanam prabede bhoktum pradascha sandrpena pararthishilo mandam jagama yamunam niyaman vidhasyan. Then there, after your worship was performed on the day of breaking of the fast and taking food, that is Parana Muhurtam, the sage Durvasa arrived at the king's palace and was invited to take food. The sage, who was by nature inconsiderate and a trouble giver, leisurely went to the river Yamuna to perform his obligatory rites. राचाथ पारण मुहूर्त समाप्ति खेदादे पारैव पारणमकारि भवत्परेण प्राप्तो मुनिस्तदथ दिव्यदृशा विजानन् क्षिप्यन् क्रुधो धृतजडो विददान कृत्याम्. The king was anxious as the time was expiring, that is Parana Muhurta, for taking food, which has to be strictly observed for fulfillment of the vrata. So, the king Ambarisha, who was devoted to thee, broke the fast by taking a sip of water. Then the sage arrived and came to know by his divine insight of what had happened. He rebuked the king and angrily plucked his matted hair, that is Jada, and created Kritya, an evil spirit. This is, here we are ending the fifth sloka. Fifth sloka of this Dasaka. We'll be seeing the remaining slokas in the next video. To end this video, we'll have a Sudarshana Dhyana here. शङ्गं चक्रं च चापं परशुमसिमिषुं शूलपाशाङ्कुशाग्नीन् बिभ्राणं वज्रखेडौ हलमुसलगदाकुन्दमद्युग्रदंष्ट्रं ज्वालाकेशं त्रिनेत्रं ज्वलदनलभिनं हारकेयूरभूषं ध्यायेत् षट्कोणसंस्थं सकलरिभुजनप्राणसंहारचक्रं. श्री सुदर्शनमूर्तये नमः. If you like this video, please click like and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you.